Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and I think we found it. We found the one deck that's actually wanting to level up Master Yi, and where Master Yi actually feels really good. And this is gonna be Zoe Master Yi. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Well, the title already spoiled it, but we are gonna be reaching masters in this video with this deck. And just look at this. Just look at this match history, right? First of all, I have a 100% win rate with this deck as we reach Masters out of 9 games. A small sample size, I know. But that's huge, right? And we're beating stuff like Nasus, Gwen Katarina, more Nasus. We're beating Pirates. We're beating Norra. Oh my goodness. This deck actually feels amazing. And I'm going to show you why today as you see me reach Masters with this deck. Now, the idea with this deck is pretty straightforward, right? You're playing Targon Ionia, so kind of think of like Zoe Lee Sin. I said that we're not relying on like a big Lee Sin and going overboard, right? We're kind of just relying more on Master Yi and Zoe. One of the strongest part of this deck is how often you can level up Zoe and how easily you can level her up. He levels up in a lot of our games. And Master Yi is just such a big threat, right? Once Master Yi levels up, it just lets you get so much value by being able to remove the opponent's blockers that sometimes opponent wants out of enough blockers and you can just push for a big open attack. As you've seen some of the games today where Master Yi just carries. So how is the rest of the deck built? We got 3 momentous choice because we are playing triple Darking Lowstone, and also we're playing the triple Wandering Shepherd. So we are playing a lot of equipment, I guess 6 equipment, which makes Momentous Choice a really good card. Also, Momentous Choice just ends up being really good for Lee Sin because for Master Yi, because he ends up triggering the flow right away with a single card with 1 mana, which ends up being really nice. We do play 1 Spell Thief, a cheap spell to be able to trigger flow. We main deck 1 Would You style for the same reason, just a cheap spell that also allows us to protect Zoe in certain situations. We are playing 2 Entrancing Lore. We have a lot of equipment to be able to send you guys with this, and the Challenger is really good on Master Yi, allowing us to be able to pull and kill something out of the way, or sometimes you want to pull Elusives out of the way. Triple Esmus, because Triple Esmus is really good with the Dark and Lowstone, allowing you to buff something by +2/+2. And it also enables a little card that we're playing here, which is called Moral Support. So we are playing 3 Moral Supports, which is a nice barrier, which can get triggered by the Lowstone or by Esmus, and now gives us access to barrier for the rest of the game for just 2 mana. Which is really good with Master Yi because Master Yi ends up having a lot of crazy attack power. So he allows you to be able to block with Master Yi, give a barrier to protect him, and be able to advance that Master Yi level up. We only play 1 Twin, and the reason for that is because I find Momentous Choice to be a little bit better than Twin. But Twin can still be good in certain situations because since it gives 1 extra health compared to Momentous Choice. Triple Sparklefly. Aside from Master Yi and Zoe, another win condition of this deck is the fact that we can just go really tall with our Elusives. So between Zoe, between Esmus, and between the Sparklefly, getting equipment, whether it's the Lowstone or the Shepherd, you actually can just finish up games with Elusives. So that's what Sparklefly is here for. It also lets us lifesteal, which can be very valuable, and you can protect it a lot between all the spells that you have because, you know, we just have a lot of value here. 1 Guiding Touch, 1 Nullify, and 2 Denies, right? We do play 1 Nullify, 2 Denies to protect our units. 1 Guiding Touch just for an additional draw. Triple Pell Cascade for the draw and the stat buffs. 1 Sonic Wave, easy way to trigger flow, right? So it ends up working out pretty well. Triple Shepherd, we talked about it. The equipment is so good with both Master Yi, Zoe, or any of your other Elusives. Most, but we talked about it. 1 Deep Meditation and then 2 Sending Thousand Tales to be able to draw more cards. I'm not playing triple Deep Meditation because it can be a little bit bricky. It's already hard enough sometimes to trigger your flow, so no need to play anything like that. This deck, I know I just went through all the cards, but this deck so far feels great. Like it feels like you have so many answers to a lot of the things that the opponent wants to do, and eventually you either level up Zoe or you level up G, and you kind of take over the game. Sometimes you even do both and just take over the game. Really fun. One of the funnest times that I have had reaching Masters. Really glad that I got to hit it with Master Yi because I know people are talking about how Master Yi is the world champion in the game right now. But I also think that Master Yi in this specific style of deck fits better than something like Lee Sin. Because we're not going for like a big overwhelm. We're just going for the value between the Elusives and a big Master Yi to kind of clear the opponent's board. So enough of me rambling. I've been rambling for 5 minutes now. I hope you enjoyed the games coming up soon. Really had a lot of fun. enjoy it as we reach Masters with Master Yi. And if you like the content, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. I'll see you at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Twisted Fate, Misfortune Pirates, right? This is not an amazing hand for this matchup. I feel like I need to keep the Esmus though. I feel like I need to keep the Esmus because the Esmus is enabling so much for our deck. Get the Zoe, which means that we probably have to sacrifice Zoe though. We will probably have to sacrifice the Zoe. Well, I guess if the opponent just open attacks, we don't have to. But I have a suspicion that we're gonna have to. Ooh. Ay, ay, ay. Wow. And the opponent gets a pretty nice roll right here. Because this is not enough to save the Zoe. We're gonna take 4. I guess let's take 4. Let's take the 4. Let's take the 4. Let's play the G. We can play the Esmus. I mean, sorry, we're gonna have the G go up. One of the G's is gonna go up to 3 attack. Unless it hits Esmus here, it doesn't hit, okay. Which means that we can actually attack with the Courier. Opponent puts the vulnerable on it, which kind of sucks, but we're still okay. We have the G style. We have the super cool Shan. Oh, that's a good draw. We might have to sacrifice this Esmus though, right? Wait, why is opponent stunning this? Does this stun even matter to us? I don't think that stun really matters to us. Ha. So I guess it's just Trickster, right? Yeah, I think it's just Trickster. Gives me a really good blocker. The opponent can still not kill Master Yi, even if they pull it. We can block everywhere else. We sacrifice the Esmus, which I think is fine. We sacrifice the Esmus just so that we don't take that much damage. Don't think I care about killing Twisted Fate, but let's go like this. So the reason I'm gonna go right here is because we do need to be able... The Twisted Fate does have quick attack, right? So the Twisted Fate does have quick attack, which means that it will be able to survive later on. Fortunately, Master Yi is nowhere near level up. Okay, that's actually a mistake on my part, right? Because I forgot about the Riptide Sirturmund. Probably needed to deny that. Definitely needed to deny that. 100% needed to deny that. Now it means that I also don't wanna... I also need to buff Master Yi now. Probably also need to buff Master Yi, right? So that we don't actually just lose the Master Yi stuff. So we don't lose Master Yi to a tentacle is what I'm talking about. We have deny. We don't get any card that gets buffed by the shine, unfortunately. Like, we're just losing on units. The red card doesn't matter. It matters enough for me. It matters enough for me to do this. And now what? You cannot attack the Master Yi, because Master Yi is going to level up if you do. And then we start clearing your board next turn. They're going to still go for it. Interesting. So they're still going to go for the Master Yi kill. We have 2 options. We can block here, I guess, which is the best way. Master Yi will level up right here. We get to kill their 2-1. We still go down to 6 though, which is a problem. We could try to save this one. We could try to save the Trickster. But we don't have enough. We needed a weapon. We need a weapon to be able to make this big enough to kill stuff. Because I can save the Master Yi here. I mean, so I can save the Trickster, not the Master Yi. I can save the Trickster. Sure, let's do it like that. Let's save the Trickster. Let's save the Trickster. Let's go like this. At least keep it alive. We still take the same amount of damage. We're still going to 6. This will kill Twisted Fate. because G levels up. Opponent still needs to block. Again, not having a weapon though is a problem. We also get to trigger the flow. We already used a deny. Opponent probably has all the burn that they need because opponent hasn't been playing any cards. So if they have the burn, like if they have the burn, it's a problem. If we had a weapon, we have lethal, and we got exactly what we're looking for. It said that we lose to decimate plus. We lose to decimate plus fervor. We lose to double fervor. We lose to a lot of things here. So we lose to the decimate plus fervor. It's just never enough. It's just never enough. No matter what. We always, yeah, we have to go for it, because no matter what, we're always losing, right? So we go like this. If the opponent has Decimate plus Fervor, we're always losing regardless. We can always challenge the sap. So we can always challenge the sap. I guess we can challenge here, right? Because if I go, let's look at the, okay, so this is gonna die regardless, so we don't need to challenge the sap. So this is gonna die regardless. We can go here. We know that this is gonna challenge the sap, so we can go like this. We have lethal because this is gonna activate right away. We have momentous choice to keep this alive through a fervor. Opponent needs to have double fervor. Opponent needs to have double fervor, right? Which is likely that it's possible that they have it. It's possible they have double fervor. So I need to go like this. We beat the we beat one fervor with momentous choice, giving us health. So we're able to beat one fervor. We cannot beat both. Okay. And this should be game. If opponent had double fervor, they just go face, and we got it. Master Yi got rid of the elusive, although it doesn't matter because we have the challenger anyways, but Master Yi actually did something here. So GG's. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Nasus Kindred. Okay, we have the Zoe, we have a Pale Cascade to help her out, and we have the Wandering Shepherd to make her stronger. I think this looks pretty good for us. So the Pale Cascade lets us live against Biofeast. It doesn't stop the Husk though. So we have to be a little bit careful about that. So we play Zoe in turn. I guess actually let's play Zoe in turn 2. That way, if we have to do Pelka Scare against a battle piece, we're at least getting the draw, right? So by playing her in turn 2, we have the Pelka Scare as a backup to play around battle piece. Then cannot play around the Haze Spike. Opponent doesn't look like they have Haze Spike. Okay, I'll take that. My concern here is gonna be Kindred, right? I don't know if I can deal with Kindred. I think I want to buff up. I think I want to buff with the Zoe with the Shepherd right now. Don't think we need a Master Yi. Panel Pain is better, right? I really like the refills mana though. I guess we can go like this. Yeah, we can go here, right? I think I'm gonna like the extra mana. I'm gonna like the extra mana a lot. So we can go here. We beat the Haze Spike because of Nullify, which I think is slightly better than Pale Cascade right now. Because if we do Pale Cascade, opponent can still kill us with a Biofeast or a Black Spear. By doing the Nullify, we stop the Haze Spike entirely, and the opponent also doesn't get the Husk, right? Yeah. Okay. So this way, he doesn't have access to the Black Spear. Could get a second Haze Spike though. Second Haze Spike could be kind of annoying. Don't know how much I actually care about it though. Okay, that's not a Haze Spike. That's not a Haze Spike, and I'm okay. I'm completely okay with that. Because opponent's using that before they have Kindred on the field. Sure. Let's go here. Kind of like the Messenger. I like the Messenger just as something that can eat up. I want something that can eat up the Kindred marks, right? So I want stuff that can eat up the Kindred mark. Yeah, this Kindred. Now, we do still have... So Haste Spike is still a problem, right? Haste Spike can still kill the Zoe. But I think at this point, if the opponent has Haste Spike again, I can't play around the second Haste Spike. Okay, there we go. Opponent gets to tag the Messenger. That's exactly where we put the Messenger here, right? We will have to take that damage, though, from the Kindred. Okay, we have Deny, which is really good. Deny is really good in this situation. I don't want to play Yi. Let's go the Super Cool Shen, right? And we can play the Serpent. We can play the Serpent so that we have more access to things that can eat up the marks. I want to just have a bunch of like cheap, low cost, low attack units that can eat up the marks from Kindred. Do I have to play around Haste Spike? Huh. Dark Beast? It's too much value. If we could always kill. If we pull the Bark Beast, yeah, there's another one. Alright, so there you go. So he swapped it. Okay, he's gonna swap to another equipment, right? So the opponent's gonna swap to another equipment. So I guess we can go ahead and just play Master Yi. Let's go ahead and just play Master Yi. That gives me access to the Wuyu style, which could potentially let me level up. Yeah, so they're gonna go like this. Cool. They mark the Serpent like we talked about. We have the Shepherd that can eat up the next mark. The problem is gonna be Kindred. It's gonna be really strong now. Kindred's gonna be very strong. We have Deny. We could technically... So, 1, 2 mana. 3, 4. Sorry. Yeah, 2 mana. 4, 7. We have enough to level up Zoe, right? Oh, no, we don't. We're 4 away. No, we do have enough to level up Zoe. And give everything elusive? That seems kind of good to me. That seems kind of good to me. Yeah, like, what if we just go like this? What if we just go here? Go here. Go Pell Cascade. Go Sparklefly. We level up Zoe. And everything has lifesteal and elusive. So everything has lifesteal and elusive now. We're attacking for 9, 10, 12. We have Deny for next turn. Opponent could have like a Vengeance or something here. Right? Opponent can swap the equipment again. But the one that's going to get targeted is going to be the Sparklefly. And we're also going to get the Behold the Infinite. This seems pretty good to me. Oh. That's okay. We're life stealing all the way back up. Opponent has Overwhelm. Opponent has a big Kindred. We have moral support. We have moral support. To protect. We have Deny for the atrocities, right? We have Deny for the atrocities, so I don't even care about atrocity. Right? Do we care about atrocity? We don't, right? We have double Deny. Opponent has enough mana for 8 plus 3. That's gonna be... They do have enough mana for atrocity into Deny next turn, but we have double Deny to stop it. Going to 1 doesn't matter. Do they have any drain? So there is a chance that they play the 4-cost Dragon. That's the only problem that we need to be careful about. In which case, right, if we want to play around that 4-cost Dragon, I think we go like this. We play Guiding Touch. And we play the Serpent. So So now we have a way to play around the opponent. Like if the opponent does the mark, it goes into the Serpent. We beat the Atrocity with Deny. We play around the Cambarian Dragon if for some reason the opponent has it. Right? There it is. We have a 3-mana Deny, so we can go ahead and summon the second Spark of Life. And this should be game because of the life steal. An opponent also tapped out of having enough mana for Atrocity into... Yeah, opponent also tapped out of having enough mana for Atrocity into the Deny, so there we go. Whew. That Zoe level up came in pretty clutch, right? We had just enough mana to level her up because of what Master Yi discounted. The Master Yi champion spell ended up working out really well, so GG's. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Norra Ionia. So Norra Ionia by herself. I really like the entrancing lore. To kill the opponent's units, right? To kill the opponent's Norra. We do have Elusives to beat the Norra, but unfortunate for us, we didn't get an Elusive in turn 2, so the opponent will be able to get at least one Norra Portal here. Don't think there's anything we can do about it. Oh, wait, okay, they don't play it. That's good, that's good. Is Zoe better than Yi in this situation? What if it is? Because Zoe gives me access to the Super Cushion, right? This is the one punish to it. I don't think we can moral support. I guess I should have played around Pokestick. That's my mistake. I got greedy for the Zoe level up. I don't think it's correct to. I don't think it would have been correct there to try to do the moral support. Now we also have the lodestone to make this cost less, right? So it had to be Master Yi then, right? It had to be Master Yi. We get to push 2. It also would have been able to level up. Yeah, it was always Master Yi. It was always Master Yi. Let's us also level up our Master Yi, right? Or start progressing the Master Yi level up. We can go here to stop the portal from triggering. We can play the lodestone on it if the opponent gives us the chance. Don't think I need to do anything just yet. If the opponent commits another Pokestick, then we commit the twin. Otherwise, we just play the lodestone on it. That way we have twin backup. We can always play Yi next turn. We have the entrancing lore to pull the Norra away. Because well, the problem is that the opponent probably has like a recall or something, right? So opponent probably has a recall or something here. Homecoming. Since they're playing Ionia. So I need to be a little bit careful about this, how I do this. I also kind of feel like getting the draw. So I think I gotta go here. I'm gonna go here just so that we can get the draw. I'm not gonna put the Esmos just yet, because I need to have enough mana for Pale Cascade or Twin. So I just want to kill this Norra. We get to attack with Yi. If Yi levels up this game, it's gonna be pretty crazy. There's the twin, like we talked about. Do we do our twin back at them? I mean, do we even need to? We still have a good block here, right? We don't need to do twin. So we don't need to play the twin, because we still have a good blocker for the Norra next turn. So it's still just as good. Opponent cannot attack. Oh, they get 2 of them? Nice. So they get both portals right off the bat. So we can block one of them. We're still taking 6 damage, right? The opponent open attacks. So opponent did use twin actually. So we can go like this. Or we can just take the Pokestick as well. Kind of like Pokestick better. Don't actually think we need to worry about the damage. I think we just keep our mana here, and we have access to all of this. That's the twin. We can play the moral support now, right? So we can play the moral support now to beat that twin, keeping our unit alive here, and also taking no damage with it. Oh, come on. I want this Master Yi to level up so badly. This is gonna... We already used 2 spells, so Yi is gonna go flow. This is gonna put him at 6? No. Yes. Yeah, this is gonna put him at 6. And then next turn... Maybe the opponent got something else. They took a while to choose that. They could also be playing Shellfolk, by the way, so I need to be careful about that. Oh, okay. So we have 2 choices here. So we can go here. And I think now we Pokey Stick. So I prefer the Pokey Stick here over the twin. Because I think I'm gonna need the twin for later. I just want to make sure that we kill that Norra. And we do. 1 Norra down. We go for Esmos. We have another Sparkle Fly. That's why I'm not too concerned about losing that first Sparkle Fly, by the way. Oh, and we get Zoe now. So we can play... I think I prefer Zoe now over the Sparkle Fly, because we can just buff this Zoe up with the Darkening equipment. Or, yeah, the Lowstone. Yeah, so we can go here. I want to level up this Master Yi, though, so I probably want to play... I don't want to level up this Master Yi, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this here instead. That way we can buff up the Master Yi to 6, allowing Master Yi to level up. Hi! Okay, that's spicy. That's spicy, but the opponent had to use it. The opponent had to use it early, right? And he lets me play the Sparkle Fly now. That's super spicy. I love it. So we definitely want to buff the Master Yi. And I think at this point we just buff the Lifesteal instead. Yeah, I think at this point we just buff the Lifesteal instead. We still have the 1 mana twin. This levels up Master Yi. Opponent has 4 portals in their deck, but we have the Sparkle Fly. We have a leveled up Master Yi, and we're gonna start clearing their board. That's the spicy. And we also have the Sailing Thousand Tails, which is kind of bad though, because he puts the Flash Bombs. It's in the top 10 cards. Flash Bomb. Oh no. Okay, so the Flash Bombs and the 3 potions, the Puff Caps, are all in random cards in my deck. So they're not in the top cards. So we can safely draw with Sailing and not draw all those Flash Bombs. So those only 3 anyways. So I'm not too scared of it. So we get the Master Yi, we get the rare Master Yi level up. We get the rare Master Yi level up. We have the super cool Shen. We have Lifesteal. We have Elusives for another Norra. We get the lore. So we can go Sailing, I guess. We can always save Sailing for next turn, actually. We don't have to go Sailing right now. Yeah, that's the Norra. We go here. We go here and we go Trickster, right? Like, we just go Trickster here and just have the Elusives and just finish the opponent up with Elusives. Next time we do Sailing Thousand Tails. This is gonna actually... The G is actually gonna kill the Norra right away. Okay, opponent's gonna go for the portals. Only got 1, so not enough. We have the moral support to protect the G against these units. We have the ways to kill the Norra. We will take a lot of damage, but again, we have the Lifesteal, so I'm not too scared. And the moral support means that we also get to trigger... We also get to trigger the Master Yi value next turn. I definitely like the Sailing Thousand Tails to start with next turn. I know it gives the opponent an action, which could be a problem. We could also just open. So open doesn't actually sound horrible, because it kills the Norra at burst speed. So the open does kill the Norra at burst speed, which is kind of crazy. Because she's the weakest card, right? I kind of don't want... This is pushing a lot more damage, though. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's not enough for lethal, right? Even if we do the +1/+1. So I don't think we need to open. I think we just go for the attack, right? I think we just go for the attack. Go for the lifesteal here. Let's actually... I want to buff the Zoe. I want to buff the Zoe. Just so that Zoe stays alive. We can also pull something with Master Yi, to be honest. I guess we don't, because we don't have an equipment. So we cannot pull anything. We can... I don't want to spend this without drawing. The problem is that if we go like this, we're still kind of vulnerable. Yeah, let's just go like this. I think let's just take the damage. Let's kill the Norra. That way opponent cannot like recall my G or stun my G. I want to, because they are playing Ionia, so I do want to play around Concussive Palm, and I want to play around like Homecoming. This is pushing, like I said, this is pushing 4, 7, 10 damage. Still clears the board, and then they're losing next turn. Zoe is very close to leveling up. We can always do the same in Thousand Tails this turn, if anything. Maybe the opponent goes for the recall on the Zoe. No? Okay. Pokey Stick. Alright. Yeah, so see, the opponent did have the stun. So opponent did have the stun, so it was actually super important. It was super important for us to be able to kill that Norra at burst speed, right? I will do the same in Thousand Tails right now, actually. I kind of want to draw. And I also want to have blockers, right? So I also want to have blockers, so I think drawing is okay. I think drawing is okay. I want to have blockers. I can beat that wolf. Eye of the Dragon. I can beat that wolf. I mean, we also have the Wuju style. So Zoe's gonna level up this game. And I want to save the Esmos until I have a level of Zoe. So Zoe's gonna level up because we can level her up right here at burst speed. The same in Thousand Tails gives me a blocker here. Opponent's attack doesn't really do much. We can lifesteal everything back up pretty easily. So everything that the opponent is doing right here, we can literally lifesteal. Because we can go here. Then we go meditate here. So we meditate. We lifesteal here for 6. We're only taking 4 damage. Is there any chance of us getting punished by something here? Is there a chance that we get punished by something here? I guess let's not risk it, right? Let's not risk it. Let's just block like this. Let's not risk opponent having like a way to percent lethal. I don't think they do, but just in case, right? Just in case. Now I cannot remember if we played that Esmos after the Zoe or before the Zoe. So let's check out the match history real quick. So Zoe was after Esmos. So we can go Guiding Touch. Esmos. And that levels up Zoe and gives our G Elusive. And that should seal the game. Unless opponent has like a random recall. This should seal the game, right? We have Elusives everywhere.
Would panicking help, brother?
We have Twin, Transcend Lore. Opponent still has those. Opponent's gonna have portals, which I don't think is gonna be enough because we were able to kill we killed 2 Norras, right? So this should be game. This should be game. Yeah, none of this are gonna matter. The opponent doesn't even get the Eye of the Dragon. We have a pretty crazy attack here. Let's make it so that we can spread out our damage. Oh, Momentous Choice as well is really good. Momentous Choice is also really good. We can go like this. So let's spread out our damage. We go like this. We kill the Eye of the Dragon with G. Everything is elusive. We're pushing 25 damage. And I think that gets us there. With 11 mana and us having double Master G as well for lethal and Momentous Choice and Twin. Stun. Pokey Stick. And yeah, that's never enough. They didn't let our G attack. They didn't let our G attack. Woo. Okay, G took over the game there. Master G took over the game there, allowing us to kill that Norra. And still being really useful there. And I think that's the game that took us to Masters. Yeah, there we go. Masters with Master G and Zoe. Let's go! GG's. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Katarina Gwen. Katarina Gwen. Okay, so... this is gonna be tough. I really like the Nuppify. But it might be a little bit too greedy. Yeah, I think it might be too greedy. I think I need to go for the equipment on my early units. We don't get either of them. So now we're in trouble. We do get Master Yi, which is nice. Spell Thief might actually be okay as well. The problem is Flock. So I'm scared of the Flock, right? So I'm scared like a Katarina into the Flock to kill the Master Yi. That's why I was hesitating about kicking that Nuppify. But let's see. We might be able to make it work. And be able to pull through. Opponent kept 2 cards. Maybe one of those is Katarina, so we have to be careful. Deny is good for the Harrowing, right? So the Deny is going to be good for the Harrowing, but that's really all that it's used for. Oh man, our hand is really awkward. Really awkward. So we lose to Katarina. Okay, we lose to the Flock. We're going to lose to the Flock here. I think I'm okay, right? I'm okay taking that Flock out of the way. Oh, opponent's just gonna do this? Okay. So now we can steal their Glimpse, which can fix our hand. So yeah, so now we can steal their Glimpse, which can fix our hand. I need... Oh, we also have this to play around. We can stop that Gwen. We can actually do the Would You style. I think I pass. I don't think opponent's gonna not attack here. I mean, they could pass, and if they pass, I'm also okay with that. So I'm gonna go ahead with the Would You style first, right? We have Guiding Touch. We have Guiding Touch to punish a Flock. So I have the Guiding Touch to punish a Flock. If the opponent goes for Guiding Touch here, we're able to punish it. Battle Feast, we also punish it with the actually Battle Feast we can just punish with Moral Support. I just wanted to be able to do the Would You style, that way we actually trigger the Master Yi here, and we get the flow, right? So that way we use the 2 spells for the flow. If it's better than trying to just go for Moral Support. We also have Deny, but I guess the Deny is always... We always save the Deny for the Harrowing. We're always saving the Deny for the Harrowing. Opponent knows that we have 4 mana, so they might just let this go. So we beat the Flock. We will lose Master Yi though if the opponent has... Wow. I think I let it go. Yeah, I think I let it go. I think this Deny is too important for Harrowing. Because that's really our main loss condition, in my opinion. We trigger the flow. We can play Zoe here. We have access to Deep Meditation, so we can start working towards the level up on the Zoe. We can Deep Meditation and also go for the for her spell right here, which are both pretty nice. To be able to trigger the flow again and get Master Yi even more buffed up. Let's know where opponent has the 3rd one, right? Okay, perfect. Let's know where opponent has the 3rd glimpse is what I was trying to get at, right? Zoe is gonna become, like, I'm okay with Zoe. So we go here. That's the momentous choice. We can do the super cool shot that lets me trigger the flow. It's a charger? It's an every charger. It's an every charger just so that we have a fearsome blocker. I kind of dig it. I kind of dig the charger here. Just as a fearsome blocker. So we're able to stop the Phantom Butler. The opponent's never attacking with the House Spider. I think that's a mistake. Yeah, there it is. We knew that the Zoe was always going to get like this, right? So we knew that the Zoe, that was always going to happen to the Zoe. Now this is going to be 3, 6, 7. This puts me at 8. And this is fine. This gives me a blocker for the Fallen Reckoner. which I'm completely okay with. We play Asmus so that when the opponent plays the next Fallen Reckoner, we're still in a good spot. We're not triggering the Master Yi here, which kind of sucks, but might be okay because we can potentially just level him up right here. So I'm gonna play Asmus so that when the opponent plays the Risen Reckoner, it hits the Asmus and not my other units. We have enough mana for Pale Cascade to be able to buff this guy up. Do we have to Pale Cascade this guy though? So we can get Yi to 7, right? We can get Master Yi to 7. We need one more, so I definitely want to just Pale Cascade the Yi instead. But then that means that we open up ourselves to the Phantom Butler. We do have another Saint in Thousand Tales, so it might be okay. Let's let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna go Asmus, and then I'm gonna just buff everything up. Have Pale Cascade on the Yi. That does mean though that we tap out of like a lot of responses. The momentous choice is still only doing 1 health because of the fact that we don't have an equipment yet. But I want to buff up the Zoe. Come on. I really wanted to buff up that Zoe. Opponent's gonna force me to do this. Opponent's gonna force me to do this, which means that we might not be able to level up G right here. Yeah, okay. What if we just glimpse then? Sits? There's no way, right? Yeah, so it has to just be glimpse, I think. Wait, actually, let's just level up G. Let's level up G. We can have the Calling Strike for Katarina. Yeah, we can have the Calling Strike for Katarina. I think we go like this. I think we go like this. Let's just level up the Master Yi with the Pale Cascade. That way we can start clearing their board. Please hit the Sparkle Fly. Perfect. It hit the Sparkle Fly once. Master Yi levels up because he's dealing 8. And then next to Master Yi is going to start clearing their board. Opponent can hit Asmus with the Fallen Reckoner. And I think I have to be fine with that. So I have to be fine with the Fallen Reckoner getting hit. Opponent doesn't really have any... I guess opponent does have 1 Hallowed Death. Sorry, the Risen Reckoner, not the Fallen Reckoner. We still have blockers with it because of the Seinen. And we have created the moral support now. So now we have the moral support. Opponent can do the Reckoner. Opponent can do the Reckoner. We can always go Seinen Thousand Tales. We have the moral support. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another Reckoner. Okay. Haste Spike, right? Haste Spike is the punish here. So Haste Spike is the punish here. If we try to go for the shield play, right? So I guess we just kill, like, killing this Fallen Reckoner doesn't seem amazing to me. But it only has 1 Hallow, so we can kill. I mean, the Risen Reckoner is gonna push damage regardless. So Haste Spike is a problem. I don't want to block with Master Yi because of Haste Spike. We can block here, that puts us down to 8. If we block here and we block here, that puts us down to 7. But we kill his risk. We don't lose our unit, so we have a blocker for a future turn. I think that's okay. Because remember, we're going to have the Sparkle Fly to lifesteal. And we have Deny for a potential... So we will have the Sparkle Flies to heal with. And we're going to have Deny for a potential Harrowing next turn. So I'm not scared of the Harrowing. We can play Zoe. That way if the opponent plays Risen Reckoner, it's not hitting the Sparkle Fly. So you can play Zoe. We can play Sparkle Fly. We can buff up the Sparkle Fly. We're going to kill one of their units, which is going to be the host with Master Yi. And we have Deny for the big Harrowing. I think we have Stabilized. I don't see how the opponent stops this. We have way too many cards in our hand. Like, this Reckoners are scary. I would not deny that. Maybe we actually... Yeah, there it is. Opponent committed it right now, which means that now the Sparkle Fly stays. Oh, okay. Now that's an interesting one. That is an interesting one. So what if we just... So this is killing that. What if we just go like this? What if we just give Challenger, get rid of the Overwhelm, right? And we just go here. We just go here. We just go like this. We have this as a blocker. We kill the Overwhelm. We kill the Overwhelm. I need to keep... I would like to heal more, but I think I need to keep... my mana, I think. Do we Pell Cascade now, since it's cost 1? I want to keep mana for deny. Yeah, I think we're just going to Pell Cascade. I think Pell Cascade is the best that we can do here. Just get an extra heal, just in case. Get an extra heal, just in case. It also means that we can heal back up. I guess the opponent does have the Hallows on the graveyard, but yeah, by killing the Reckoner, it means that the opponent is not pushing a lot of damage here, even with the Midnight Raid. We have the deny for next turn, and we win the game. We can even lifesteal more here with the Wuju style. Or we can just moral support, right? Yeah, we can just moral support and just go back up to 15. We're at 15. We have deny for their Harrowing turn. I don't see how we lose. Calling Strike? Opponent's even going for Calling Strike and a unit that cannot block. Like, opponent's going for Calling Strike and a unit that cannot block. It is delaying us, right? It is delaying us a little bit, but I don't think it's a big deal. So here they go. Arrowing. Deny. We have a big open attack next turn. Opponent just loses the game now because the G will kill the House Spider. So the G kills the House Spider, by the way. So that should be game. We have plenty of ways to protect it. So the G kills the House Spider on the burst attack, which means that we just attack with everything. We go here, here, here. And that's a big open lethal attack. We beat the Flock because of the Guiding Touch. We also have another G in our hands, so there we go. GG's, GG's. Another game where G kind of just carry, right? So, feels good, feels good. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Nasus Kindred. The Kindred is super scary. Kindred is super, super scary. So I kind of like keeping the Entrancing Lore. Really like keeping the Entrancing Lore. I like one Master G. I don't know if Pell Cascade is what we need right now. The Entrancing Lore will let me kill the Kindred. Wandering Shepherd is also really good with Master G, right? And now especially since we... Yeah, this is actually good, right? So we can go Master G into Wandering Shepherd and potentially kill their Kindred. We don't have any support to trigger moral support, right? But... Okay, so we don't have our Elusives. We don't have our Elusives, so that could be a little bit problematic. We don't block the Undying, right? Even if I would like to, because the opponent could easily have access to Haste Spike, and Haste Spike would be too problematic to deal with. So we're Wandering Shepherd here. Ooh, is it Shepherd's Authority, or is it just the Pot of Pain? I think it's just the Pot of Pain. I think I prefer the Pot of Pain. The Shepherd Authority does protect me against Black Spear, though, which maybe would have been a better situation. We want to kill Kindred here, so we're not going to do anything unless the opponent commits the Kindred. They commit the Kindred. Now we go for the Entrancing Lore. And we go like this. That's pretty good. So we go for the Entrancing Lore. Glimpse. Haste Spike. Haste Spike? Ah. Haste Spike, Haste Spike, Haste Spike. I think I'm okay with that, right? You got to be okay with that. I have to be okay with that, I think. We do have the Spell Thief. Do we trigger this Master G? Is my question here. I don't know if we need to. It feels tempting to use the Spell Thief just to trigger the Master G, but I don't know if we need to. We have the Momentous Choice. Okay, so yeah, this is the problem here, right? So I will need to play. I don't want the Sparkle Fight to get hit. So I think I need to play the Wandering Shepherd. But there's a chance that this becomes bigger than Master Yi, which could be a problem. So it has to just be the Sparkle Fight. I think we just let the Sparkle Fight go. That way we can eat up the Kindred mark. So this will we eat up the Kindred's mark, right? Because it's gonna target the Sparklefly instead of the Master Yi. If opponent goes for Haste Spike, he doesn't actually kill Master Yi, right? The problem here, right? If we block with Master Yi, opponent could have Haste Spike.
Idle hands betray.
So if we block with Master Yi, opponent has access to Haste Spike. I think we go for it. Right? So the only punish here, actually the Haste Spike only puts you down to 4, right? So we're still okay. So we get to kill the Kindred again. I wish if we had gotten the moral support to be discounted instead of the Spell Thief, we would be in a much better spot. Fortunately, we didn't. Black Spear is also a punish now too. Oh no, opponent doesn't have enough mana for Black Spear, so it's not a punish. Hey, here's the Haste Spike, or rather call it. Okay, so there's no way that the opponent gets the third Kindred, right? No way they get the third Kindred. We can always put that's the Haste Spike that we talked about, which does stop us from being able to get the value. Okay, so Master Yi is gonna level up. Which is pretty good. I kind of feel like doing the Stand United. I kind of feel like doing the Seinen. We lose to Vengeance. So we lose to a Vengeance. We lose to a Crumble. So let's just level up Master Yi. Let's just level up Master Yi first, so that we don't lose to Crumble. We only lose. I guess we lost to the Glimpse like this. There's no way they got the third Kindred, right? No way. No way. No way. Okay, it was Nasus? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can kill that Nasus with a lot of stuff. I guess the opponent does have health on it. Okay, we get the deny, pretty good. Because we have the Master Yi style, we can kill that Nasus pretty easily. Yeah, so we can kill that Nasus pretty easily because we have deny now too. So we can moral support. Well, it doesn't kill it. It lives at 1. Oh, heck no. Okay, so we need enough mana for moral support. But that's never enough. It's never enough, right? It's never enough. Oof, it's never enough. We could just sacrifice Master Yi, but no, because the only way that we kill... So we can have the moral support. Moral support to stop the Nasus. I think we have to just go for the moral support. Problem is that we're taking 5 right here. So we're taking 5 right here. Yeah, we have to go for the moral support. We have to get this Nasus a little bit weaker. We're gonna have to take the 5 here, but then we potentially lose to the Atrocity, which I don't think is correct. So I think we just block here too. Opponent smartly doesn't attack with the Butcher. Oh, it smartly doesn't attack with the Butcher, right? Problem is a second deny here. Sorry, not a second. Opponent has to block with Nasus, right? If they don't block with Nasus, they're just taking this damage. I don't want to lose to another Nasus here. If they don't block this Nasus, they're taking 10 damage. Sorry, they don't block this G. So that's 10 damage that the opponent just took. We can super cool Shan to protect the Master Yi after this. Come on, like, why does he have everything? Why does the opponent have everything? Let's go here. Let's go here and make this card bigger so that this gets hit by the Kindred mark. Glimpse. I kind of like denying that glimpse. Oh, wait. We can just go Symphony Strike, right? Loses to Rider Negation, though. Symphony Strike loses to Rider Negation. Loses to Rider Negation. Haze Spike stops the draw. Haze Spike stops the draw. And gives me a unit that gets targeted. But then next, so we have to block the Nasus regardless. But we do have the momentous the stuff here. Rider Negation. It has to be Haze Spike. It has to be Haze Spike. It has to be Haze Spike. That way we have another unit. That's, we stop the draw, and we have a unit that gets targeted by Kindred, right? We have a unit that gets targeted by Kindred. I don't hate if the opponent kills this Master Yi anymore. So I don't care if the opponent kills the Master Yi anymore, because then we get a second one with Spell Shield. Kindred's gonna die next time the Master Yi attacks as well. Let's go for the Charger. Let's go for the Charger. Oh shoot. Yeah, let's go for the Charger. I forgot that this gets rid of that, right? I just wanted to have a blocker. For next turn. But I forgot that he eats up the trigger, right? I wanted to have a blocker for the Undying. So I wanted to have a blocker for the... This lets me kill... Okay. So we go here. We just kill Kindred, right? We just kill Kindred. Nasus loses to the Master Yi, and we just summon another Master Yi. We just kill Kindred and potentially level up Zoe. We have a blocker for everything. We do lose to the Atrocity though, so we have to be careful. Okay, we don't lose to the Atrocity anymore. We don't lose to the Atrocity anymore because we can just kill Nasus this turn and just have a big open attack. The Moral Support lets me kill the Nasus. That's the third Kindred. Opponent doesn't even go for the... Let's go ahead and do this. The problem is that the opponent gets to summon the Bloodletters again, right? Opponent has to block with Nasus. So opponent literally has to block with Nasus. Because this is killing the Forsaken Bakai right away. Yeah, so this kills the Forsaken Bakai. Opponent only has one blocker, which is Nasus. Atrocity is not enough. If they don't block, they lose to the G. They have Vengeance. Okay, that's what I thought. Is that enough? It's not enough, right? We win the game. This is lethal. We go here. We meditate. So he levels up. We have enough damage for lethal because of the momentous choice. So this is already 10 right here, right? Oh, no, because opponent also did the Balfi. So we have to go momentous choice right here. And that's 11. And opponent has no more cards. And Master Yi once again carry, allowing us for a crazy open attack. Woo! Yeah, I love this deck. I absolutely love this deck. Wow. GG's. So what do you think? You see what I'm talking about? It's such a good deck. Such a good deck. I did find this deck when I was looking for a Master Yi deck on the Lore Master website. So it seemed to be the Master Yi deck that was doing the best, aside from Victor Lee Sin, from Victor Master Yi, which we had already showcased. So I went and gave it a shot, and I'm not disappointed at all. It feels so good. You have so many answers, so many ways to stop the opponents, what they want to do, so many ways to protect your units, protect your Zoe. You saw how many times we level up Zoe. You saw how many times we level up Master Yi and just how this carry. Oh my god, I love this deck. I love this deck. All right. Enough assignment for me. Enough assignment for me. In terms of mulligan, you always want to keep Zoe, you always want to keep Asmus, you always want to keep Master Yi. So I'm looking for Zoe, Asmus, and Master Yi to start off most of my game. I do get greedy and do keep one Dark in Lowstone because he enables the entrancing lore from being able to, you know, let you draw a card, and he also enables your moral support by playing the Lowstone. So you can go for Lowstone, Zoe, Asmus, and Master Yi. Those are the cards I'm looking for, and those are the cards that you should hard mulligan for so that you actually get the value and start your engine running, right? So really fun, really fun deck. I think that's it, right? I think that's all. Is there anything else that I missed? And we never got to play the Horasi. So I don't know if Horasi is actually an alternate win condition. I feel like games usually finish before we actually get to play Horasi. And because you're playing the Lowstone on your Elusives, a lot of times you don't get the Lowstone back. So, you know, it is what it is. Shepherd ends up being really good with your Elusives. So that this card is like amazing for Targon. This card is busted for Targon. So I really like it. And you kind of saw how moral support can actually clutch at a lot of games as well. So I wouldn't change anything here. Maybe you can mess around with some of the ratios. But even the one-offs like Spell Thief, Would You Style, Nuppify, Guiding Touch end up becoming clutch a lot of times. So enough of me rambling. If you like the content, as always, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund, where we stream 3 to 4 times a week. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.